Namaste. Okay. Hi, I'm Terralyn of the Daily Raw Cafe.
And I'm Man on the Raw.
And welcome to He Said, She Said.
Where you get the 411 on the raw food lifestyle.
Yeah, that's true, huh? Well, today's question we have from Jeanette. Do you want to read it?
No, it's a long question.
Okay.
Go ahead.
You don't do well on long questions.
I don't do well on short ones.
Okay, I'll give you a short one next.
Okay.
Okay, Jeanette asks, I've noticed when people first transition to raw, they eat a lot of nuts. Was this the case for you? And how do you deal with transitioning? Good question.
You want to go first on this one?
Yeah, I think I will. Prior to eating raw, I wasn't a huge nut person. And I never really thought of raw food and nuts together. So it wasn't, I don't think I ate a lot of nuts when I first started. I know we did a lot of carrot juice. There was a lot of carrots. And I think the first nut kind of meal that I had with raw food was when you make the seaweed soup and you used walnuts. I think that was like, I never liked nuts to begin with. So I didn't have a lot of nuts when I first started. But there was a point where I did start making a lot of things with nuts in them. But it was an easy transition for me.
Yeah. Well, I love nuts. So.
I know.
I've always transitioned with nuts.
You like your nuts.
I'm just a little nutty that way, I guess.
Yeah.
But, you know what? I did eat a lot of nuts, and I think because when I would go to work, it would give me something to munch on, just kind of like a nervous thing, like a replacement for chips or something. It's just something that you're to chew on, and it's crunchy, and the texture of them, is I think was a good transition from chips.
So you didn't worry about the fat in the nuts?
No, I haven't worried about the fat yet, except the fat in my body.
Yeah, but that was not made by raw.
No, that was made by man-made fats.
Yeah, none of that. So, do you think that someone going into the raw food lifestyle should be concerned if they seem that their diet is going towards a lot of nuts? Do you think it's like cause for alarm?
No, I think once you get into it further, your diet changes, and I mean, as far as you're not to say your diet, but your tastes change, and
so it's something that happens naturally.
whatever you're eating as you're transitioning to raw, as long as it's raw, then it's not going to be harmful to you. I'm not a doctor.
Right, and I'm glad you said that. Reiterate that. You're not.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't know exactly.
It could be harmful.
Yeah, it could be like poisoned or something. That's kind of harmful.
Yeah.
But don't put too much stress on it. Eating raw food should not be stressful. It should be.
It's hard enough just eating just raw.
Right.
You're trying to cut through different kinds of raw.
And what's good and what's bad. Don't worry about it. Don't sweat it. Don't sweat the small stuff.
Just don't eat the almonds that are not organic.
Right. Stick with raw organic almonds, the organic ones.
Because they put some pretty nasty stuff on the other ones.
Yeah. So if you can get to a good wholesaler or a good organic supplier, do so quickly. Yeah. And thank you for your question. And thank you for watching He Said, She Said.
You can drop us an email at thedailyraw@yahoo.com.
Right. And you never know. One of the future questions you send in could be on a future episode.
Somebody might know the future. Who knows?
Yeah, they could predict that.
Yeah, there's some psychic people out there.
Yeah, they're raw foodists.
Really?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Have a good one.